Hi, so it's Peter from the Liverpudlian, and I'm with Stephen Black, also known as Sweet Baboo. So, would you like to tell us a little bit about what you're up to at the moment, and who you are, and just feel free to talk away.
Yeah, my name is Stephen. I'm a 40-year-old man from North Wales. I've lived in Cardiff for 23 years, and I've just released a new record called the Wreckage for my band Sweet Baboo, and we're on tour. Well, the royal me. I'm on tour around the UK, trying to flog my wares.
Yeah, and you're doing well, aren't you? So you kick-started your first sort of gig off in Birkenhead in Future Yard.
Yeah.
So, do you want to tell us a bit about how you felt that went?
It was brilliant, actually. Sure, I've been to Future. It's the third time I played there.
Yeah.
All with different people. Like, I went there for the festival, whatever that's called.
Festival. Oh wait, which one?
So is it called the Future's Birkenhead? It's
Future.
It's whatever the festival was in Future Yard. I went there with my friend Griff.
Okay.
And we played in the summer.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I went back last year with my other band, Group Listening. And so I've been there a few times.
Okay, cool.
And it was great, actually. Loads of people there. And people seem to really enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've always had a good reception in Merseyside. It's been good.
That's
so yeah, it's been good.
Hey man, there's a few people after merch.
Okay.
Are you just going to sell it at the end?
I'll just sell it at the end, yeah.
Yeah, I'll let
Do you know what? Can you put one of these up?
Yeah.
And then it says selling at the end. Thank you.
No worries. Nice to know there's demand already.
Yeah, that's people who want to get away before the end of the gig, innit? Normally.
Yeah, because what we've done so far is we went for a coffee. So we're in Manchester right now. I couldn't make the Future Yard gig, but being able to make the one, and we're currently in the not the cloakroom, the dressing room.
The dressing room of the Deaf Institute.
The Deaf Institute.
Yeah.
But no, that's really nice. So you were saying you played 3 times at Future Yard.
In Birkenhead, yeah. And you know, and weirdly, we've always, like, I love Liverpool. So my dad used to work in Birkenhead. I was brought up in Colwyn Bay on the North Wales coast.
Yeah.
And my dad worked in Birkenhead, and so it's so close to where we live, and same as Manchester really. So I feel like it's quite homely. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, and that's really nice. Like you say, it's quite homely, because I think a lot of people feel very much when they come here, like the Liverpool sort of city region. They feel quite at home, and it's nice. And I think especially like the likes of North Wales as well feels very much, welcomed in the city.
We actually went on holiday to Liverpool with my son.
Oh really?
The year before last, we had a couple of days in Liverpool where he wanted to go to the Beatles Museum.
Okay.
And Anfield.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to go to the cathedral. So we did a bit of it. We did a bit of it all, and we had a good time.
Okay, that's brilliant. And we were saying before as well, about you had a little visit to Ron's place, didn't you? Which
in
is like
Birkenhead,
yeah. And do you want to just you just found that was quite a nice little interesting thing. So it's like essentially this man that lived in this house, and he rented this flat, like I think it was a ground floor flat, and he basically made really his fireplace became artwork and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you went in, didn't you?
So it's a man called, I don't know what his surname is, a man called Ron.
Yeah.
Who just I suppose you would essentially call him an outsider artist, I suppose. Yeah. But I think he considered himself an artist, and his flat was his life's work basically. Like he loved kind of ancient Egyptian and Roman kind of pictures and mythology, and so there's like pictures on the ceiling, like Sistine Chapel or whatever the thing is, and it just every room was just covered in his artwork. And he had, I suppose, the 2 most impressive things were these. He turned his fireplaces, one into a ginormous lion, which was made out of steel and concrete, and the other one was, it's not a bull, what's it called, a centurion?
Centurion, yeah.
I think, and just incredible really. And the reason why I went there is because my friend of mine they are trying to save it because the landlord's selling it up.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing it's
sounds
big money or whatever. Yeah. But it's this, it's this man's life's work, and also it's a great space for creativity, really, and art for art's sake. It's like, art for art's sake is the best kind of art, isn't it? And so it was great that I went there and got to see it, because I mean, I'm hoping it doesn't, but it seems likely that if they do sell it, it's going to get destroyed, basically.
Yeah.
So I'm lucky enough that I was able to see it.
To see it in person, yeah. But then that was nice to I thought it was interesting because we were talking before we started recording. That just came into it by chance, and I just thought it was amazing that you'd recently been to it as well. So you've got how many dates is it you've got on your tour at the moment?
So there's 20 altogether, I think, and we've done, this is gig number 8, maybe.
8.
So we're just under halfway through. Yeah.
There we go.
Hi guys,
Hello.
alright?
In the middle of an interview or something.
Yeah, but that's okay.
You're welcome to chat.
No,
Don't worry, it's nice for us.
Yeah,
I'll
you
come
okay?
back in a bit. Are you good?
Yeah, really good, thanks. How are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see you in a bit.
Cool. Thank you. But yeah, so you're roughly just shy of halfway through, aren't you?
Just shy of, yeah, exactly.
It goes through to the end of March, doesn't it? Like
yeah,
25th
so
of March and not.
What's been nice about this, in a way, is because I'm doing the tour on my own, just me and Clementine March, who's supporting.
Yeah.
We're doing like 3 days on, 4 days off. So it means I just get to go home all the time, and then spend some time at home, and then part timer basically. But so there's 20 gigs spaced over 6 weeks, which is ideal. If I could do that for the rest of my life, I would.
Yeah, I think that's a really a nice approach to it as well, and it's like, I think when people get into your music, they really love it, and I think, like you were saying, it's quite nice that you're able to do it where you break it up a little bit. It's not just intense. It's not all or nothing. You can come back to it and take it at your pace. Because like you're saying, like you've had a few years where you've been in other people's bands and not doing necessarily Sweet Baboo, but it's nice that you can come back to it and still pick up sort of where you left off and carry on.
Yeah, do you know what? That's been the best bit about the tour, really. It's amazing to see that anyone's come to any of the gigs. So it's exciting. It just makes you want to gives you hope to keep on going. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's all you can hope for, isn't it?
And I think that's a really sort of lovely approach in a way, because like one of my favourite song of yours is from the Wreckage album, and it was called The Worry, and I just think that one's a very sort of evocative and moving song, and it's just, I don't know, my interpretation of it's very caring, and it's just like considerate of another person, and sort of wanting to take care of them. And I don't know if you feel like you talk about that song or any other song, or
I can talk about that song.
Yeah, if you'd like.
Well, it's kind of, that's what it's about, really. There's a few things, really. I'm a natural worrier.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a song to myself to tell me to stop worrying, but also, I've got a little boy, and so it's trying to make sure that he doesn't have anything to, like, I can take on the burden for him. That's kind of what the song's about. That there's nothing for him to worry about, or that I can keep all his worries for him. Basically, that's what that song's about.
I think that's a really lovely meaning,
Well, I guess it is in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But like the sentiment's there. Whether I do it in reality is a different matter, I suppose.
Yeah. That's really nice, because it is a song that really resonated a lot with me. I think because I worry a lot, and I worry about other people that are close to me as well. So it just felt about myself and people worrying about me and me worrying about them, and just stuff like that. So just your music does hit home a lot.
Oh, thanks very much.
You're very welcome. I know I'll just check the time because we can chat. Yeah, okay, that's brilliant. Just because I didn't want to like warming up for the gig and stuff.
That's okay. I lose my voice all the time, unfortunately. So I got a 20-minute warm up that I do before the gig, which if I don't do it, psychosomatically, I lose my voice. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I always do a 20-minute warm up after drinking. Had loads of coffee every day, which is probably not good for your voice either, is it? You know, no water and loads of coffee, and then you wonder why, and loads of chatting throughout the day.
Yeah.
And then you wonder why you lose your voice then.
Yeah, because we went for a coffee walk there and back, and we chatted endlessly, the three of us, because we're with Rob as well. Aren't we, Rob?
We are.
And but yeah. No, so it's because you just got a lovely sort of like gentle personality, and you know it's just really easy to chat to you.
Oh, thanks very much.
You're very welcome. But I was going to say something else as well about. Let me just have a little check of my notes of where.
Someone's just turned the air conditioner on.
Yeah, the air conditioners. Because come on, we're doing well with all this, aren't we? But it's nice sometimes, you know. Is there any so you going sort of all over the UK, and I think you're finishing in Nottingham, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So is it? Did you like sort of take any, like your approach to sort of booking like the different cities and areas that you went to? Is it just ones that you just sort of like?
So it's not. Like, so I've got I've got an agent who booked the tour for me, and then I think our approach was if anyone wants to book us to do a gig.
Yeah.
We'll do a gig, and that's what's nice about doing it on my own. Basically, like, I'd be happy to do a gig. Where's the nearest village to here? I'd be happy to play in Bolton.
Small village.
Or small, like someone was telling me the other day that I should do a gig in Todmorden, which is
Golden Lion,
which is about 25 minutes away from here.
Okay.
But they're the kind of play, like, I would be happy to play. If there's 20 people there, I'm happy to play. If people are into the music, so our approach was if anyone wanted us to play and we could do it, we'd make it happen, basically. So that's I think you can only really do that if you're doing it if I was doing it with a band, it'd probably be impossible to do. So I just took the opportunity to try and see some different parts of the UK.
Yeah, and I think that's quite good because it's quite a broad spectrum. It's literally all over the place, and like we were saying, I think it was 20 dates, wasn't it?
Which is a lot for the UK, isn't it? If you think about it,
Yeah, so I did notice as well. It was like you were playing like Future Yard in like the Liverpool City region, and then it was like Manchester was 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
So it was like you were going to lots of different places, but not like just in like we're going. You know, like the next town over and stuff like that. You were playing it in a more sporadic order, which I thought was just quite interesting.
Yeah,
as well.
I don't think that was by design. I think that's just by
booking.
By booking, yeah. But
so do you want to tell us about any more about the album, so the Wreckage itself?
Yeah. So the Wreckage is an album that I made. We probably finished it 2 years ago, and it's taken until the beginning of 2023 for it to come out, and I hadn't done an album in my mind since about 2017, and I had quite a weird relationship with Sweet Baboo in terms of I wasn't sure whether I wanted to carry on with it or not, and like it's quite hard, like just I was finding it difficult to work out what to do, and then I used some of the in the pandemic when we had some self-employment money.
Yeah.
I used that to go to a studio and pay my friend. I was able to pay a band, and so we went to a studio in West Wales and recorded it quite quickly. And just songs that I had loads of half songs kind of finished, but had never got around to finishing them, and it kind of just gave me the impetus to finish things. And I'd lost a bit of excitement for making music, and it just going to the studio with my friends and playing live, which I realised what I liked doing was that. So that's kind of what the record sounds like, and then there's no concept behind the record really. It's just a series of unrelated songs, which is
And the cover art is actually quite interesting itself, isn't it? So would you like to tell us a little bit about
so the cover art is a picture that my friend Emma Damon Thomas, who's in a band called Islet. She designed it. It was her concept anyway. So it's based on a Buster Keaton photograph of him singing into a microphone with a horn on it, which loops around, and so he's singing into his other ear. So I don't know whether you can imagine that. So we basically recreated the photo, and that's it. Like no studio trickery or anything. It's just a simple photo of me singing into myself, and I think it was that's kind of what Emma imagined my music to sound like. I think this kind of in her mind, I think she said it was like tragic comedy or something. I think she said something like that. So that's what the Buster Keaton thing was.
Okay, no, that's I think it's quite thought provoking. A lot of your content, really, like your music, and just even the album covers and that themselves are just they're quite unique and they match you very well, in a very sort of relaxed and sort of gentle way, and it's a really good album. It's on Spotify, isn't it? And it'll be on all the different ones. Can people buy a CD of it?
Yeah, so you can buy a CD. So we released it on our own label.
Okay, yeah, because you've got your own little music label. It's good. What is it?
Amazing Tapes from Canton. It's called
Amazing
Tapes from Canton. So you can buy it on the Bandcamp. So you buy CD or record on the Bandcamp. Although I'm not quite sure how many CDs are left actually. We've been. So who would have thought that CDs were such a big seller? But they still seem to be a big seller on tour at least. And then it's up on Spotify and everything, so you can listen to it then.
Cool, definitely. I definitely recommend all the listeners sort of take the time to listen to the Wreckage and then some of your older stuff as well. Another song I really like is Let's Go Wild Swimming.
Yeah,
that is a really lovely song.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. But I think, what time are we on? I'm just thinking it's 8 o'clock.
Okay.
So, because I remember you saying roughly 8 o'clock.
Should probably finish at 8 o'clock.
So
Clementine's on now, so it's worth.
Okay.
If you haven't seen Clementine play, it's worth watching Clementine as well.
Okay.
I reckon.
Lovely. We'll go and have a little watch of that too. But thank you very much for your time, Steve. It's really
thank you very much. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. So this will be available on theliverpudlian.com, on our Instagram at theliverpudlian as well, and probably on a SoundCloud and on a variety of other platforms that we have. Where you want to say what your Instagram or Twitter handles are?
Do you know what the best thing to do is to go on the website sweetbaboo.co.uk. That's probably
there. You go.
That's the best
thing. The one-stop shop.
Yeah, one-stop shop. You can find everything there. Really.
Yeah. So sweetbaboo.co.uk, and then mine's theliverpudlian.com as well for all the Liverpool City region needs as well.
All right.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Steve. It's been an absolute delight chatting to you.
Thank you.
Very welcome. I'll just pause that now.